Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Slam, slam, slam. Back to 60. Back to 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Red, yellow. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be dreaming.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man complete. It's George. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 6. Back up.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. We ain't giving them nothing to take. Tight right, tight right. Hey.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Got this complete to Racy McMath.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5.
Now a give running right is Love. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll drop to throw.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D4l that time, getting the sack.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 25, check 25, check 25. Blue strike.
He'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. We want it. Come to my world. Check 99, check 99.
6-0 our score after 1. The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Here we go. 10 black. 54 Mike. Bring it. Bring it. Ready, go.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's crashing.
On first down, here's Love. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And it's complete. This is Austin Prohl. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Hey, right? Check flag 33. I want that. Blaster 6. Hurry, hurry.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
You ready? 50 green. 4. Mike 54. Oh, here we go. Oh. Slice blue.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
30, yellow.
Hey, 4 down.
Cross 10. Teal blue.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike 54.
2nd and 5.
Stop your whining.
Dancing to his left.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
52, yellow, go.
Right there. 54 Mike.
You go night-night. Don't go night-night.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Red. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Right there. 54 Mike.
All day, just like that.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
Hey, tight down.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Now the try here for the point after. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Falcons grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Green Jacks.
They'll set up to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have a Packers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one.
54. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. Red, cycle. 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 3. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Back to throw.
Watch the run.
And he whips that one incomplete there. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job.
Got it? Let's go now. 33. Yellow. Red. Yellow.
got 4. We got 4.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here we go.
6, back up.
Mike,
Go red.
5-4. Mike's 5-4.
In your face.
Let's spread out a little bit.
Check, ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Black shot.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Slide for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Move. 4 down. Mike 4.
They'll set up a throw. James has got it. Complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him
He's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong
Trap 60. Trap 60.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down.
Watch 10. Watch 10. Come on, come on.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Hey.
They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, they ain't got a chance.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go.
Back at 60.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15.
I'm coming.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
I'll get him. Get him.
Get green.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm coming.
Drill green.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Championships, baby.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Yo. Yo.
Claws red.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes this a 9-point game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll hand it off. It's Love.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3.
Watch the slant. Mike 4. Blue down.
Here's Love again.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it
looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
60 red.
54, watch 54. I'm coming for you, son.
Cluster 6.
Mike 54. Mike 54. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
43 rail.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Zoom black.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Record.
Eagle blue. Set, go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Hardman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. That's caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Baker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Back to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Now back to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Let's go, D.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Hey, blue.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Smash, red.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Ready, go.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
I'm trying to collect.
Spike, white.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers,
The victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
and they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.